So a kid that age mocked Izzy and Izzy. That makes it the best thing ever now, actually. Oh my God, that's the funniest thing ever, dude. That makes Izzy mocking the kid so much. That makes it so much better, dude. Oh my God, I'm fucking crying, dude. Izzy doesn't need to worry about me. I'm not the kind of person that would remember this forever and wait till he's retired and then dismember his body while he's alive. So Alex Pereira has responded to Israel Adesanya mocking his kid. And guess what? It is ice cold, son. He is ice cold. And so I'm going to do a video about it. I'm going to show you guys what he said. I'm going to show you exactly what he said. And I'm going to tell you about a brand new piece of information relating to this story that no one knew until today. I've heard everybody talking about this. I've literally heard everybody talking about it. And this morning, new information comes out that is extraordinarily relevant, dude. And it comes in the form of Alex's his response. And then in the later part of the video, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you evidence that Alex Pereira is much more like a serial killer than he is like a professional fighter. I'm not joking about that, actually. And it's not just like, hey guys, look how scary. I'm going to show you something, show you a graphic, and you could see for yourself. It's like, what are the odds that this guy's got a body, right? And maybe more than one. This dude is the scariest dude to ever fight in the octagon. I said that before last time. I mean, the fact that he got starched by Izzy is obviously one of the greatest fighters of all time. But when I'm talking about like the dude himself, when you see this, you will not be able to argue that he is the scariest guy like ever. I told this whole row of people, as you guys might remember, this is where I was sitting for the fights. And this was like this is not like normal for me, right? Like I was there with other people. I was brought there, It wasn't like, hey, Jesse on fire, you want to sit cage side? It was like, hey, other people that are, the specials, you guys want to sit cage side? And the specials are like, Jesse, come with us. So here's the thing about the specials, right? Specials don't watch UFC like I do. So like I was by far the most UFC educated person there in that area. And so I was just telling people stuff the whole time. They figured it out pretty early. They're like, oh, what's up with this guy? And I told all of them, like, Alex Pereira is legitimately the scariest dude to ever fight in the octagon. Like, for real, for real. And I'm not talking about him as a fighter, although he is absolutely terrifying there also. I'm saying, like, if you were going to rank the people in the UFC that are most likely to have killed a person with a knife, you'd have to go Mirko Cro Cop first, but that's because he's law enforcement. But I'm talking about, like, illegally have, like, killed a person with a knife. Pereira is so far above everybody else that it's hard to even, he is the guy that might secretly have a stack of bodies buried in his backyard, for sure. And they're like, really? I'm like, 100%, dude. And when I saw him in person, that was absolutely validated for sure. And I'm going to show you guys this graphic that is going to, credit to Adam Watts, by the way. Adam Watts is a viewer of mine that I interact with on the outside. He sent this to me, and you'll see. We're comparing him to serial killers, and it's insane. Like it's a photograph of Alex Pereira and then a bunch of the most famous serial killers, and you look in their eyes and you're like, and then you got like Mike Tyson over here, who anyway, you'll see. Now anyway, let's get into it. First, we're gonna talk about his response to Izzy about the kid thing because there's new information. Like I said, we'll do that first. Real quick, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I appreciate you guys doing that. It is incredibly helpful, and it makes me happy as a clam, son. I think I'm up, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of subscribers in the last couple days. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Thank you, guys. We're going to start with his response. Then we'll go to the serial killer stuff. So here is Pereira's response and the new information, okay? Whoop. What's up? Okay, so he says, honestly, I wouldn't do the same. I can play with him like I've always played. I've teased him, but I don't know. He's another child. I don't know what his feelings were. He was enduring this for 7 years, and I saw his joy after the knockout. That was his dream. That was his dream, and he made it. But we're comparing him with a child who was 5 years old at the time, right? Okay, so just so we are clear, right? Just so we're clear. He just said the kid was 5 at the time. 5, okay? So anyway, well, real quick, let me go back to that. Alex he says he doesn't care. Like he's like, I don't care that he mocked my kid. So, let me tell you exactly what that means for everybody else. You don't get to care anymore, okay? Like bottom line, people who are like, oh, Izzy should not have done that. That conversation's over, dude, okay? If anybody is going to be mad at Israel Adesanya mocking a kid after their dad was knocked out unconscious and looked, where it was really scary, the number one person is going to be the parent. If the parent's not mad, no one else gets to be mad. Simple as that, dude. Okay? So Izzy is 100% off the hook as far as people being actually genuinely upset at him for mocking the kid, because the guy's dad's not upset. If the dad is like, it'll toughen the kid up, I don't care. Izzy's a child, man. He's a child. I don't care. Then everybody else is like, all right, like, cool. So conversation over now. And you guys know I was one of the ones that was like, dude, that's pretty cold. Check this though, dude. Okay? Check this. On the flip side though, the kid was 5, dude. 5 years old when the kid did it, dude. And I should have had this prep, but I just want to show you guys something really quick also before we go to Alex Pereira as a serial killer, because I just want in that clip of him clowning on him, it's pretty far away, right? Like, you see, all you do is you see the kid, do the thing. God, Gabrielle has no pictures of our kids here, okay? Because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you what my 5-year-old daughter looks like, dude. Here, hang on, I got it. This what? Oh man, this is a reel, dude. There. Okay, look in the bottom right corner. That in the bottom. In the bottom right corner, dude. That's my 5-year-old daughter, dude. Hey, that. Like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, that's so much funnier when I can look at her face, dude. She's 5. So a kid that age mocked Izzy and Izzy. That makes it the best thing ever now, actually. Oh my God, that's the funniest thing ever, dude. That makes Izzy mocking the kid so much that makes it so much better, dude. Oh my God, I'm fucking crying, dude. Oh, Izzy's so cold, dude. A kid that age fucking mocked him, and Izzy held that shit for like 4 years. And the first thing he thought of after he knocked out the kid is this is who he was going to get revenge on, dude. The kid in the bottom right corner, a fucking 5-year-old, dude. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Now, like, I knew it was funny just saying the kid's 5, but looking at her face, like, that's what a fucking 5-year-old looks like. And Izzy's like, I'm going to get that fucking kid, dude. First thing I do. And he's like, hey, you. Because, like, keep in mind, okay, the kid's a little bit older, right? Like, so my middle daughter, the one that's right next to her, is about the age of the kid now. Watch. Hold on. So there, right? Like, so you saw, right? So, fuck. Now I need to go back. Now we got to go through this whole thing. because we have to look at the kid's face for that. That's so funny, dude. Like, that is legitimately the funniest thing ever. So let's get back. All right, here we go. So the kid is this age in the bottom right corner, that age. And Izzy, forever, he's like, I'm going to get that kid. That kid, that's coming back. So Izzy's a grown adult, a 5-year-old, the age that mocked him. It was 2 years later. And the kid's now the age of the middle kid right there. Okay, the middle kid. And Izzy's like, and he's like, game time. And as soon as the kid's dad is unconscious, the first thing he did is when he's like, hey, remember me, dude? Watch it. Oh, I wonder. I hope your daddy wakes up. Oh, you crying? Are you crying? A 5-year-old, dude. Okay, like, I'm being totally serious. I'm being totally serious. That makes this so much better. Now I am 100% on board with this because it is so fucking ludicrous. It's the most fucking ludicrous thing I've ever heard. Like, that's so funny. That makes me like Izzy so much more, dude. It's like, just because it's so outlandish that he took that. Oh my God, dude. That is the funniest thing ever. That is so good, dude. That is so fucking good. Oh man. Izzy's cold, man. That is amazing. When he said he's petty, like, he's not fucking lying, dude. He is not. He's like, I'm petty, dude. I'm petty. One more time. He's just like, I'm petty. That kid clowned on me, and that kid's getting it back. When a kid's 5, there's no difference between boys and girls, dude. They're all just 5, you know? Oh my God, that is so fucking funny. That might have just made me after an experience like I had Saturday, you know, like to have seen that from here, you know, after that experience, I would say I'm obviously like an enormous Izzy fan now, right? But now he might be my favorite fighter ever. He legitimately might be my favorite fighter ever. Because like I said, as soon as the dad says he's not mad, then any thoughts that I had about like, it's like, all right, well, the dad's not mad, so who gives a fuck? Now I could just actually look at this, and the kid is a fucking 5, dude. God, that is the funny, like, I don't know if you, like, if you think that I've been talking about this for like 5 minutes. But honestly, dude, if you don't have kids, this will seem ludicrous that I think this is this funny. But if you have fucking kids and you know what a 5-year-old is, dude, like if you're around 5-year-olds all the time, if you have a 5-year-old and you are not fucking crying laughing at this, you not like me, dude, you not like me. It's the funniest fucking thing ever. It's legitimately the funniest fucking thing ever. Oh my God, dude, that is the best thing ever. Oh. Now, switching gears, if I can do that, I want to show you the thing that Adam sent me, okay? And so Adam, the reason why he and I connected is because when I used to, like, I talk a lot about guys, like the energy that people project and kind of like how people would react to stimulus, right? Like the thing, you know, like this, like I've said a million times, dude, like I try to preface anytime I'm going to compliment myself with like something that I'm terrible at, because I have a list of 150,000 things I'm awful at. If I just turn this camera around, you would see the most. It's like, oh, studio looks pretty good. It's like I got something broken off the wall over here. I got shit everywhere. I'm the least organized person on earth. I always get my ad reads in late when they're like, I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm an absolute moron. The only reason I've succeeded at anything is because I have perseverance and because I'm really, really good with people. And when I say I'm good with people, I know how people will react to stimulus. Like, that's all it is. And then you become the stimulus if you're looking to get a specific outcome. That's it. Like, that's literally it. And I'm like really, really, really fucking good looking. I'm just kidding. But, and so when it comes to like reacting to stimulus, I talk about that stuff all the time. I'm like, that's the kind of guy that would X, Y, Z, if this, if that, and like, here's the situation, and I map it all out. And the thing is, most, like, you know, people are like, there are people who are good at that. But if you're like kind of here at that, it's hard to explain. Like, it's not common. But if you have that, you recognize it in other people, right? Like, so it's very rare. But as soon as you even like, I usually can pick it out from someone's eyes, you know, and I call that, oh, that, like, and I'll tell Gabrielle, I'm like, oh, she has the eyes. And what she knows exactly what that means. That means that, like, she sees exactly what people are all the time, just like I do. And so Adam's one of those guys, right? And I can tell you that, not having never even met him, just from, like, you know, emails that he's written me, I'm like, oh, he completely gets it. Like, he's a guy with the eyes. And so he sent me this thing on Alex Pereira and summarized. Fuck it, I'll just read it. Actually, he said, "I'll read this email to you." He said, "I'll show you the picture real quick, and then I will read this to you." Okay, so here's the picture, and he said, that he titled it "Pereira's different, dark." He said, "So yeah, he's different. He has that look in his eyes that the Night Stalker and other killers have in infamous photos. Mike Tyson had dark, intimidating vibes, but he felt like a damaged person who was violent through being on the defensive his entire life." Exactly correct. Hurting deep down, for sure. There was humanity and fragility present in his vibe, even back in the day. Pereira is there to eat your soul or die without feeling anything but cold aggression either way. It's just who he is at the core. That's exactly fucking right. And that is what I've been like, you know, like, it's said better, but that's exactly what I've been saying, dude. At least it seems that way. It's like he's from another time and place. Like, whatever made him that way, he mentioned an abusive father and, of course, poverty, somehow murdered his soul and replaced it with some kind of darkness that is next door to psychopathy. Exactly fucking right. But he found a positive outlet for it in the fight game. Sure, maybe he's a nice guy. I mean, maybe. But it just seems to ooze from him, the other thing. And physically, he's got this frame. He has so much leverage built into it. You can sense that his power and his weight and that essential snap, big ass fists and shoulders and long, lanky, but super strong limbs, crazy. Until he gets wrestled out of the sweet spot, he's going to be a problem. This was actually sent before the fight, and obviously Izzy starched him. But yeah, so, I mean, I read that because it said, like, I would have tried to explain that, and I would have, like, he's saying exactly what I'm thinking. I wouldn't have been able to say it that clearly. But look at him, dude. Seriously. Look in this guy's eyes, dude. And then compare him to Tyson's. Okay? Do you see that? Can you, like, if you have the eyes, if you even have a hint of the eyes that, like, I'm talking about, you will see the difference between the 4 guys on the right and Tyson on the left. It's like there's a little bit, I mean, there's no better way for me to, there's a softness to Tyson. Who would describe Tyson as soft? No one. But I'm saying by comparison, there is humanity in Tyson, and you could see it there. It's like like there is emotion in this guy. Like, he can have his feelings hurt, things like that. Like, it's like he can have his feelings. These guys on the right are not like Tyson, right? These are fucking serial killers. And then Alex Pereira, his eyes look identical to theirs, right? All of them. There's no humanity in these fucking guys. None. It's just not there, dude. It's like, when I looked at this picture, I was like, because I had been saying, I'm like, he's the scariest dude that's ever fought in the UFC. I said this to this entire group of dudes. And again, I mean, this picture it's perfect, dude. It illuminates it exactly right. And Tyson is probably the guy that had, like, the scariest eyes in his prime, because there hasn't ever been a guy who has been an elite level person who has the eyes like him, dude. He's fucking terrifying. He's the scariest guy I've ever put eyes on, ever. Because obviously, like, I'd be more scared to be in the room with fucking the Night Stalker. Although I don't know why, because I would just shoot him in the face. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys because anyway, it's notable. And honestly, it's the fight game, dude. That makes you like him more, right? Makes me like him more. Like, I'm going to end up having, like, personal relationships with about, like, fucking 3% of UFC fighters. I highly doubt it's going to be a dude who doesn't even speak English. So I could just say, I watch UFC because I'm feeding some, like, violent, carnal, feeling. And so a dude that inside, if he wasn't doing this, would probably be stacking bodies and this most terrifying serial killer of all time. Like, that's pretty, I don't know. It's kind of cool, dude. I'm just saying it's fucking cool, dude. And so you take that and you consider, right? So we've established serial killer, right? We can all establish that now. If you guys have any semblance of feeling about, like, you look at these pictures, if you could see it at all, we've established what he is. And then we go back to this. Whoops, not that. Damn it, I forgot that I had left that page. Ugh. Actually, let's look at this again. Oh my God, dude. I should put Alex Pereira's picture next to George's, dude. It's like, oh my God, this is so fucking funny, dude. Izzy's like, I'm going to get that fucking kid. Oh my God, that is so funny. Okay, so hang on. Go back. And we go here. Boom. So we come back to this. And he's like, oh, no big deal. I mean, I wouldn't do the same. I can play with him like I always played. I've teased him. But I don't know. He's just another child. I don't know what his feelings were. He was enduring this for 7 years. And I saw his joy after the knockout. That was his dream. And he made it. We're comparing him with a child who was 5 years old at the time, though, right? So he's like, yeah, don't worry about it, dude. He mocked my kid. There's no concerns, dude. We're good, man. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're totally fine, We handled it in the cage. Nothing else is going to happen now. There's no more future repercussions. Izzy doesn't need to worry about me. I'm not the kind of person that would remember this forever and wait till he's retired and then dismember his body while he's alive. I wouldn't do a thing like that. It's fine, dude. It's fine. We're fine, Izzy. Congratulations on your victory Saturday night. You should definitely come down to Brazil and train with us, like you said. You said you want to come to Brazil and train with us. I think you should. Next month. Dangerous place though. So just, be careful. Just be careful. I wouldn't want you to get hurt because we're friends now. We're friends now. Right? You mock my kid. We're friends. My 5-year-old. That's fine. Yep. I mean, I kill people for no reason. I wouldn't do that to you though, because we're friends. Come on down to Brazil. Let's train. Come on, Izzy. Let's train. Let's definitely train together. Let's train. Come down. I'll show you all kinds of special moves. Only things I would show a really good friend though. You could stay at my house even. Would you like to stay in my house? You could stay next door to my baby that you made fun of because no hard feelings. Sleep in the bed over there. It's a beautiful bed. You're going to love it. Last place you're ever going to sleep. What? Get a good night's sleep tonight, Izzy. It's your last. What did you say? Nothing. See you in Brazil.